rocks and drift out into space, spinning on the fringes like a record in the tray. I thought I knew the contour of this album's every wave. The beauty and the melody will steal our words away. Even though it takes some time to know a different kind of singing, you've given it a spend a little time out there with me. Do the best you can, keep your faith, you'll see. Take your time, you realize that love is all you need. Occupy the emptiness you harbor in your soul. Buy into the logic for the good you think you know. About good love you know you need, how it was missing for so long.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Duncan Showroom, and it's the Eugene Smith and Billy Show, episode number
53.
53.
No.
52.
Is it 52 or 53? Well, it's
We're somewhere in... we want to welcome Ed McMahon back to the cast. He's been a little under the weather.
it's looking good.
Yeah, he's looking good, man. Sharp as ever, as they say. Same with you, sir. You look sharp.
Oh, thank you. I feel pretty good today.
Good.
Yeah.
You better rested? Keen as a feather?
Yes, I've been. I've been taking seniors naps lately.
Oh, well, that's what you're supposed to do, aren't you?
Well, yeah, but I started taking seniors naps when I was a teenager.
Right.
I worked my way up.
That's right. That's right. It's
But-
probably finding the right time of the day to take them, and then you're
Yeah.
still tired by
I
nightfall.
find the best days to do it is when it's dull and rainy.
Oh yeah,
You know,
it's naturally.
those seems to be the best days to do that.
Yeah.
It's only for an hour or something, not
Right.
45 minutes, you know.
In between Gunsmoke and Matlock.
Well, now I've been watching Family Feud.
Oh my lord. Yeah. How's
Yeah, but it's with Steve Harvey now.
Steve Harvey? Yeah. Well, it's
I'm your man, Steve Harvey.
nice to go back to the originals too. Richard Dawson had a bit of a flair.
Yeah, well, I see him on Hogan's Heroes when I watch that.
Right. Yeah.
He's on every night.
Yeah.
And you know who they had on
I do not.
on Perry Mason
Yeah.
this morning? They had the actor Ilya. What?
Oh.
He was the British
Man
guy.
from Uncle.
Man from Uncle.
Ilya
Ye-
Kuryakin. What
Yeah,
was his
yeah.
name?
They had him on.
What was it?
David McCallum.
of
Yeah,
course.
they had him on Perry Mason.
Right. Again, he would have been pretty young, probably.
Oh
before.
yeah. It was really.
Yeah.
And he always had those dark sunglasses on. He always wore the like sort of like Buddy Holly glasses, but not
Yeah.
totally. But
And they let him wear them in television, which was a bit odd,
yeah.
isn't it?
And he was also in The Great Escape.
He was.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten that. What? He was one of the prisoners. Or
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Oh.
He gets shot at the end,
No wonder.
running down the railway track, and
Oh yeah.
he does that so that they won't notice the other guys.
Right. Distracts them.
He
yeah,
distracted them. Yeah.
Yeah. Great
Anyways,
movie.
I always liked him. He was different. You know,
Different.
he didn't do a lot of things, but he did some.
Well, I was gonna say between The Great Escape and Man from Uncle.
Yeah.
I can't remember much, but he's probably
Yeah.
done some
Yeah.
B movies
Yeah.
in there. Huh. Nice. Well, I'm glad you're well. And you're guitaring again today. What do you?
I am. I've been trying to think of songs to do, and like I was saying, I end up putting on my own CDs
Oh, nice. What did I play?
so I can remember songs.
Right.
Figure out what I used to sing. you
Yeah.
know. Well, when you're not playing a lot,
Yeah.
you tend to forget a bit.
And I must say, if I didn't tell you, hearing you play, I think I said it last week, but hearing you play with the band with Chris and Diana was really a treat, and must have reminded you of, how that felt and get
Well,
your
yeah, because
gears wound up.
they inspired me to, like, I've been trying to really take it easy with my voice since my
Yeah.
operation right now, and it's starting to come back. Well, when they started playing as a band, it's been over close to 2 years since I played with a band.
Yeah.
And boy, it just lifted me right up.
Right,
You know, like
that
I
energy.
that energy, you know. And next thing you know, I wasn't even thinking about my heart or singing. I just let her rip.
And as we said, we did have the jumper cables ready.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, John has his jumper cables back there ready.
All right, sir.
They're in love, love, love. Love's in the making. Oh, it started with just that first kiss. It was history making. They were young, didn't want to miss all that life had to offer. Oh, a budding romance. Well, they clung tight. Well, they were really, really spellbound. Well, their hearts were light, for they knew they had found, well, a place for all their hopes and dreams. Yeah, they're in love, 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 love. Sweet, sweet love. They're in love, 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 love. Sweet, sweet love. Love's in the making. Oh, it started with just that first kiss. It was history making. They were young, didn't want to miss all that life had to offer. Oh, a budding romance. They're in love, 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 love. Sweet, sweet love. They're in love, 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 love. Sweet, sweet love, I say. Love's in the making. Yeah, it is. Love's in the making. Oh, all right. Love's in the making. You know it is. Love's in the making. Ooh, love's in the making. Yeah. Love's in the making. All right. Love's in the making. Woo!
Oh, right. Nice.
Thank you.
Love's in the making.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Making what, I'm asking lately.
Just love's
Just
in the
love.
making.
I think we have maybe our furthest ranging fan today. Victoria says, hello, Eugene and Billy. And Ian
Yep.
Button, good morning from Phuket in sunny Thailand. Holy
Holy
moly.
jeez.
Is Ian Button a regular showroom guy? Well, thank you for tuning in, Ian. What the heck time would it be in Thailand? I don't know.
I don't know.
That's a ways out.
About 12 hours difference.
12 hours difference. It's tomorrow. It's morning, yeah. Well, amazing. Amazing. Well, we
how
have,
are you, Billy?
Me?
Yeah, you've been working hard.
construction
I know.
at 61. I don't know what the heck I'm doing, Eugene.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess I didn't work hard enough at anything else to do. I have to keep. What's my future?
building a future.
I need building a future. I must admit it's a very satisfying career. It's just a little hard on the body.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, lately I've been doing a good reno. Always interesting. You know what I find, Eugene?
What do you find?
Well, I had excuse me. What a good straight man. I had a chance to be a window washer once and run my own business, and I thought, perfect. You know, all that time to think. But ironically, that was not a good thing for me because I get caught in the maybe it was the tempestuous love interest of the time. Too much time to think about not good things. So what I find about renovations is that it gives you puzzles to solve, and all the way through the day your mind is engaged, and I kind of like that.
And then your granddaughter gives you
She gives me
to solve.
puzzles.
Puzzles, yes.
She's been, this was the fourth week in the row that she got exercises for me to do. Saturday morning, barely got coffee in me, and she's handing me the worksheets. I gotta do, you're in class, Grandpa. But quite fun, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll make a good teacher. And she had her first gymnastics competition this weekend in Port Alberni. Did really well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's very, positive comments, and they give them all a medal. And
Oh, good.
But
yeah.
it's a great thing, I think. Positive a group connections, making friends. And,
Yeah.
and she's very athletic and bouncy, so just get some of that energy out of there. I'm sure her mom
What age is
appreciates
she
it.
now?
She'll be 10 in July.
Okay.
Yes. So today we have
Yes.
luminary guests again, classy gentlemen. We've been doing really well with the well-heeled jazz and popular
Jazz in the
music.
Valley,
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
I know. So very thrilled today. We're having John Wade back, who was here a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Always well dressed and well spoken, and we learned that he has perhaps one of the longest running gigs in the Valley, 17 years at the Masthead
Yes.
on Saturday nights. Amazing. So good to hear that. Somebody has still been employed through
That
COVID.
long, yeah.
Yes. And he's brought with him Dan Hughes, a well-known player that's been in the Valley for many years. Dan was saying that he played his first gig in the 70s, I think you said, Dan, at the Legion, which, if you remember the old Legion on Trunk, there near the corner, did you
No,
ever
I
go?
wasn't.
Oh.
No, I was living in Port Moody at the time and going to the Port Arms.
Okay, because I think it probably closed in the late 80s, didn't it? But it was a great building. It had lovely big pool tables and nice decor, and, it was kind of one of their better Legions, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
And he was saying he played up until perhaps COVID, evolving with his audience, and the last band was called Danny and the Seniors, so playing dance music for seniors.
Oh.
A good idea. Evolve with your
Yeah.
audience.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So
As
we'd
long
like
as
to
they
welcome.
can still dance.
What's if they still dance? Seniors love to dance.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, get them up there. So welcome, please, John Wade and Dan Hughes. Very pleased to have them here. Watch out for the Fred Astaire stairs there. It's a bit tricky. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thanks.
And in this case, we are not using the term loosely. Two good fellows with long histories of the Valley. Good. Dan, good to see you. How are you?
Good, Bill. Can you hear me all right?
We can. Do you
Mike's
want that
good.
a little closer?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Good.
Good there.
So that was good. Good news that your dance band was going up until a couple of years ago.
Yeah, the last job we did was March the 12th, 2 years ago.
Oh
Can you
man,
imagine
just
that, eh?
before it shut down.
Yeah, so when Mr. Wade here phoned me,
Right.
I've been sitting at home going rusty for 2 years. hadn't been on stage.
Right.
Hardly played this thing.
Yeah.
Hadn't worked the voice.
Yes.
So God knows what we're going to get tonight.
Oh, you sound a good warm up, my friend. You sound a good warm up. But that's a situation that many musicians were facing, wasn't it? That,
Yeah, it was.
Just all of a sudden it went dry, and
And the sad thing is the band we had, we had three of us, and we'd switch drummers sometimes, but
Right.
It's gone.
Oh, really?
COVID did a lot of damage to things,
yeah.
And we went from Victoria right up to Camel River
Oh, good.
and
yeah.
played at least once a week, sometimes twice.
Yeah.
And what we did, and as I was saying before, we sort of moved up with the age group
Right.
and played for the seniors. And the seniors are the only ones that really want to dance the old style.
Nice.
And we had packed houses.
Yeah.
It was good.
So you had a little bit of ballroom and.
Yeah, we did ballroom, we did country, we did old rock and roll, we did Latin, polkas, old-time waltzes, slow waltzes,
Oh, nice.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. That's what made it work.
Yes. Yeah, diverse
Yeah.
lineup. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I hope that scene can revive. I'm sure there's people in our age group out there that still want to dance if the halls can open up, but it won't be easy.
It
will
is starting now, but it's and it's going to take a while before it comes back. You don't
Yes.
mind if I pour a little 7 Up
No,
for
do
myself?
have a little 7-Up, Dan.
Nothing does it.
I hope you don't mind if I ask you about your other career, which is also long running, and the shelter on Herd Road. When did you retire?
Oh yeah. Well, I built that in '75.
Right.
I originally worked for the old SPCA for about 7 years. Came over here from Langley in 1969
Right.
and ran the SPCA here for about 5 years.
Yes.
And then I went into business for myself, and I contracted to all the local governments to do animal control, dog complaints, sheep killing, the whole gamut.
Everything. Yeah.
Expanded it into a big boarding kennel. We did a lot of boarding, adoptions of animals, the whole thing. And I sold that to my son at the end of '02, but I also ended up running Nanaimo's animal control for 25 years.
Oh, my Lord.
So
Yeah.
I finally, when I turned 68, the end of '09,
Yeah.
that's when I pulled the plug.
I guess that was enough. That's a lot of years.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. But it was, when I was a little boy, I lived in Manchester, England, and the zoo was just down the road. This is in wartime.
Right.
I'd be 2 years old, and I had a mother, a grandmother, 2 aunts,
Yeah.
and I'm the only kid. Where do you want to go? To the zoo.
Right.
They took me to the zoo every day, and by the time I was 3, I knew every animal in the place.
Yeah.
And I think that sort of stuck with me because I originally started out as a finance company loan. I was a loan manager when I was 22, lending money, but I didn't like it.
No.
And I ended up going to the SPCA for about a third of the pay.
Right.
But I enjoyed what I was doing, and so I was able to make it into a career.
Big difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good work. Well, what have you got to start us off with? You got the good-looking fella on the stand-up bass and the young guy on the djembe, if you need him.
I'm actually
The fellow with the hair farm. What's that, sir?
a little bit younger today.
Oh, are you feeling better? Yeah.
Well, what we thought I'll back up a bit. What we thought we'd do is dip back in time.
Nice.
And we're going to go back to 1928, John. Now, here we are. It's a long time ago. And we're going to play a little Basin Street Blues, if that's all right.
That sounds great.
So you ready to roll?
Absolutely.
Won't you come along with me down the Mississippi? We'll take a boat to the land of dreams, sail down the river down to New Orleans, a band there to meet us, old friends to greet us. We'll see the place where the folks all meet. Heaven on earth, they call it Basin Street. Basin Street, that's the street all good friends always meet. And New Orleans, oh, that land of dreams, you'll never know how nice it seems, just how much it really means. Oh, glad to be, yes sirree, where welcome streets, hey, they welcome me, where I can't lose, baby, lose my Basin Street blues. Won't you come along with me? Well, down the Mississippi, we've seen that place where the folks all meet. Heaven on earth, they call it Basin Street.
Nice. Well done, well done. I don't know, Dan, I think the horn sounded as sweet. Your voice is
Well,
rich and wonderful, you know?
80 years old, the voice is a little quavery.
That's okay. It's part of the character, my
You should
friend.
see my...
Sounding good. You're sounding good. Hey, for not having a gig for 2 years, yes, sounding really good.
Thank you.
Well, have a seat for a minute. We've got a couple more questions for you. And maybe you look at Eugene. He's looking all sharp there. I did hear you telling your story about the horn. It could be kind of interesting to hear where you got your horn.
Well, actually, when I was a kid in England, I had an uncle who was a professional trumpet player.
Mm.
And when I was a kid, like John likes the great American songbook.
Mm.
And I'd be 5 years old in the 40s playing in the backyard, and all this music would come wafting out of the house. My grandmother was a professional pianist. My mother played piano. My grandfather played the concertina. So when I wanted to be a trumpet player, and I went to high school in '56 and took it for 3 years. And you go back in the 40s, it was the lead instrument. And then guys like Eugene came along with his guitar.
Oh, my Lord.
And just buggered everything up.
Oh, I
but,
know.
But anyway, so I took it for 3 years as a kid in school, and then I taught myself to play by listening to records. I don't like to read music. I can read music, but I don't like it.
Right.
I just like to play.
Mm-hmm.
And over the years, played with lots of different groups through the valley here. And it just, that's the way, I guess, music, John? That's what you do.
Yeah. If it's in your head and your heart, that's it up,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
But I was telling you before, you want me to tell the story about my voice breaking?
I like that story. If you don't mind, it's a
No.
yeah. It's a tough one to live through.
Well, we came to Kitchener, Ontario in '54 from England, and they had a little talent show on the local TV. And my sister could sing, and I was a good boy soprano. So they took us down, my dad took us down, and we sang a song each. I always remember I sang Smile, Charlie Chaplin's, that's Limelight theme. And then about 2 weeks later, we were a poor immigrant family and living with a bunch of other relatives, and the TV studio came banging on the door and hired me to sing a song on a live, there was no tape in those days,
Right.
live half-hour show, and I had to go on and be a kid that was auditioning, and they said, and you'll get paid $5. Man, I tell you, 1954,
Right,
$5
yeah.
bucks.
More than your live show tonight.
Yeah, and so when the show ended, I said to the guy, I said, can I have my money? Oh no, we mail it to you.
Oh no.
I had to wait 3 weeks. And then, and here's the kicker, my father took it off me because he was out of work.
Oh man.
So going forward a couple of months, he takes us down to Woodstock, Ontario, and it was a movie theater. But they ran it the old vaudeville style. And they played a movie and a whatever, and then you had to get some entertainers came on stage and do a little act. And then the movie, then you go back, do the same act again.
Right.
So I go out there. I remember I was singing Eddie Fisher's "You've Gotta Have Heart," you know. Yeah, big deal, you know. 1955. And there was a cowboy guy playing the guitar and a guy on the drums, and maybe there was a bass player, I'm not sure. Anyway, I ran through the song, and I came off the stage, and we're in this little green room, and I said to my dad, I'm only 13, just turned 13. Something wrong with my voice. Oh, you're all nervous. Get out there, he said, you know. So movie, then we go back, do it again. And I'm singing on stage, "You've Gotta Have Heart," and my voice breaks, going from a boy to a man's voice on stage in the middle of the bloody song.
no.
And it's like when you watch Pinocchio.
Right.
When you remember the Donkey Boys? Ee-oh, ee-oh.
Yeah.
And the crowd, they're nasty. They're
Oh,
laughing and
people.
they're throwing, jeering. I come off the stage with tears running down my face.
Yeah.
We got paid $2 for singing 2 songs. And I never got on a microphone again till I was 30.
Well, yeah, that can mark you.
Little
can't it?
traumatic.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing that. Not an easy story to live through.
Jeez,
And when did you meet Gene? You guys have known each other a little bit.
a little bit here and there, just,
Yeah, we on and off around town.
Yeah.
yeah.
He was going to use me one time to throw a little trumpet insert into a record he was making, but he never called me back, and I sat by the phone and cried
Oh, I know. I know
days
the
and
feeling.
days.
Well, we never finished it, that's what happened. I ran out of money.
And I didn't recognize him when I came in because his hair's gone all white.
I know, it's fun. It's different, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I was saying that you asked where I had met you, and I remembered that it was a lot of gigs around town. I think I got to, during a certain period, got to MC a lot of fundraisers and, you know, sort of important gigs. I think whenever Cam Drew wasn't busy,
Yeah.
so I
yeah.
got a chance to, and you'd be, you know, leading the band, or you'd be in the band at some, you know, posh kind of gigs around town. And
Oh, posh. You hear
oh,
that,
like,
John?
they seem posh, yeah. Guys dressed up with instruments.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hey, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bow ties, red
That's right, yeah.
jackets, fluffy ruffled shirts.
Oh, it's
yeah.
very impressive.
Yeah.
Well, let me go through the comments here, and then we'll get to your second song. Peter Rustlin, great to see Sir Dan Hughes on the E&B show with bassist John Wade. And Gloria Laycock, great song, should be in a dance hall. Carol Gordon apparently knows Ian Button. There you go. Ian says it's 8:43 a.m. and 80 degrees in Phuket. And Colleen Finley, sweet tune, guys. And yes, well, there you go.
Well, and then on Facebook, we got Dan Hughes watching on Facebook.
Oh,
I would guess that's your
That's
son.
Junior. Yeah.
oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, your son, nice.
Yeah. He just got back from Ottawa a couple of years ago.
Nice. And
Yeah.
where's he living now?
Well, he's up in the properties. I don't know how the hell he affords it, but
I
he
don't
might
know.
have a big mortgage. I'm not sure.
Holy moly. And is your son musical?
Yeah, he plays a bit of sax. I think he's working on it again. He played tenor sax, and my other son is also in Duncan. He's the one I sold the business to.
Right.
And he used to play a bit of trumpet, but he can play some guitar and so on. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it's good. It's run all through the generations
Yeah,
in your family.
So the band will be ready in.
The
a
band
few
will be
months,
ready.
huh?
I don't know if we can live that long, John.
Okay.
Well, what
So,
are we doing here,
Another
sir?
tune? Another tune?
Would you like one?
Yep. another
We
one?
sure would. Please.
You get paid in Canadian Tire money here.
Really? I want to have a little slug of this first. Actually, this song is from 1927. I still haven't got my voice back after all these months, but Hoagie Carmichael wrote this song, and it became a #1 hit throughout the world. We're going back, as I say, 1927. It's been recorded by at least 1,500 people over the years, Sinatra, everybody. And I know John likes this stuff, and I like it too. It's I think it was one of the very first that they included as a great American songbook
Songbook, yeah?
tune.
Yeah, along with some Gershwin stuff.
Yeah, so it's a tricky one to play and sing, but we'll try it.
You want to put your chair back a bit?
Yeah.
There you go.
Always up for a challenge, yeah?
Yeah, it's going to be a challenge. So this one is Stardust. So I'll play just the intro first. Sometimes I wonder why I spend the lonely night dreaming of a song. The memory, it haunts my memory, and I am once again with you when my love was new, and each kiss an inspiration. But that was long ago, and now my consolation is in the stardust of a song beside a garden wall where stars are bright and you are in my arms. The nightingale sings his fairy tale of paradise where roses bloom, though I dream in vain. In my heart you will remain, my stardust memory, that memory of love's refrain. going to have a little bass.
Nice, beautiful. Oh, I love that song. Love it. Dan, if you want to just rest your laurels there for a minute. I know Eugene's going to suit up for a song here that you guys are going to accompany him on. The question I have for Mr. Wade is, I've rarely seen a musician who doesn't tap their foot. How do you keep time? Where is your internal metronome?
It's hidden, but
It's hidden.
it comes out in my hips. and
I guess it's in
I'm-
your
I'm
yeah.
always moving. I saw myself watch on one of these shows. Do I really move that much?
John, you move a lot. You're a bit of a
All the time.
dancing bass man. It's a
It's
beautiful
like that.
thing.
I noticed that too when I was at the masthead. You move
He's
quite a
just
bit.
Constantly.
You're- yeah.
and I'm
It's
like,
in the body.
Really?
Never taps his feet.
Well,
Amazing.
That's a good observation. Most of what I do on this is not conventional. I'm self-taught on this thing. and
Right.
I have a bad habits on it.
Uh,
So that might be one of the things.
Oh no, it's as long as you're in time, sounds great to me.
When I'm playing sax, the foot's going. When I'm playing guitar, the foot's
All right, all right.
But when you're playing bass, nothing's going but the rest of your
Spine.
Just everything's in the instrument. Yeah. Oh, the Schwengler.
Yeah, swinger.
That could
The
be
swinger.
the Schwinger.
That's right.
Oh, those musicians.
Well, we're getting closer and closer here.
We are Joe Gansher tuned in, says, hey, he's late, and Don Wilkie. Wonderful music, guys.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe we could do Since I Met You, Baby.
In the
Since I met you, babe, my whole life has changed. Since I met you, baby, my whole life has changed. Everybody tells me, oh, I'm not the same. I don't need nobody or to tell my troubles true. I don't need nobody, Lord, to tell my troubles true. 'Cause since I met you, baby, all I need is you. need nobody or to tell my troubles to. Well, I don't need nobody, Lord, to tell my troubles to. 'Cause since I met you, baby, all I need is you. Since I met you, babe, I'm a happy man. Since I met you, babe, Lord, I'm a happy man. I'm gonna try to please you in every way that I can. Yeah. Since I met you, baby.
Hey! Nice work, gentlemen. Just threw the trio together.
Thank you.
Well, it should be fairly cheap on traveling costs with just the three of you. John's got a big SUV there. Well,
You
just
got
want
the
to.
bus.
I got the bus. You can go on the bus. Just want to say, gentlemen, Dan, really a treat to hear you play and sing again. Honestly, yeah,
Yes.
very nice to have you. Thank you. And Mr. Wade, always a pleasure to see you. You're a stylish guy. He's got good time. And we thank you both for coming out. What key is the Goodnight song in again? Gene, if they wanted to-
Well, I can do it in B flat.
Is B flat on a trumpet? Really?
Yeah, B flat.
And thanks to all of our internet fans,
Just the blues.
all the way to Phuket in Ontario.
Where?
Phuket, Thailand, remember?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's the first time, eh?
I think our first Thailand guest, yes.
Yeah. Say goodnight, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the show. Say goodnight, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the show. Well, come on back next week. Or we'll play you some more. Well, good night, everybody. Hope you had a good time. Well, good night, everybody. Hope you had a good time. Well, you know. Oh, it'll be all sublime. All right, Billy, give us one now.
I said good night, everybody. I hope you had a good time. I said good night, everybody. I hope you had a good time. Well, come on back next Tuesday. It's gonna be sublime.
Say goodnight, everybody.
Yeah, good night, everybody.
Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Well, good night, everybody.
Good night,
Woo-hoo.
everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Well, come on back next week, and we'll play ya. We're gonna play ya. We're gonna play ya. Woo, yeah, we're gonna play ya.
Hold it
We're gonna play ya. Well, good night, everybody.
together, everybody.
Well, good night, Well, good night, everybody. Well, good night, everybody. Well, come on back next week, and we'll play you some more. Ooh, yeah. We're gonna play you some more.
Hey, all right.
Oh, good night,
Thanks so
everybody.
much to Dan Hughes, John
Dan-
Wade, Eugene Smith, and Dr.
Billy
Ted, and Longevity
Levity.
John, and Mr. Levity, and Ed McMahon in the background. Thank you, Ed. Good night, everybody.
Good
Thanks
night,
so much.
everybody. I was walking down the street the other day, taking in the sights, on my way to visit you. I bumped into an old high school friend I hadn't seen in years. He wasn't looking no too good, oh no. He needed some potluck, oh potluck. Potluck, oh now to see him through alright. He needed some potluck, oh potluck. I like to watch the ponies run around the track every now and then. Oh, such power and grace. I put my money down on number 5 to win, place, and show. I sit back down and I pray for a little potluck, oh potluck. Potluck, go now to see me through sometime. I need a little potluck, oh potluck, all right.